the wonders of modern technology.
It's lovely. Well, Sam's going to be in net for us today. He's looking good in warm-up. Looks like we got a full contingent of our boys today, thank goodness. We've had some injuries.
Yep. I don't know much about the New Mexico team, other than that they're from New Mexico. And always nice to be able to make the drive up and have a Thanksgiving tournament on the road. Can't imagine what that's like. We've been pretty fortunate here to not have to do that. At least we can stay in state.
I love it. I played this tournament in the 1980s. I was 27 years old.
Nice.
The boys are looking good. They're looking happy today.
Well, what's not to be happy about? You got an early game. You can go home. You can graze the rest of the day and have some turkey.
Exactly. Watch the sport of your choice, or watch a movie. Absolutely. You said you're going to watch a movie today. What movie are you watching?
I honestly don't know. So we've got a few to pick from. We got some board games to pick from.
Nice.
I'm sure if you ask my kids, they're very interested in the football games as well.
Okay.
So we'll balance it. We'll make it nice.
Excellent. So our Thanksgiving tradition is planes, trains, and automobiles.
Nice.
So we'll be catching that at some point today.
That's good. Let's see. We've been on a kick of watching some genres. I think we were making it through some of the Boston movies for a while.
Okay.
So like we watched The Town. I think we still have to watch a few others. The one I want to watch is Patriots Day.
Oh,
That's the one I want to watch. That's a good movie.
Now, does like Good Will Hunting fall into Boston?
Good Will Hunting fell into it. I did watch a little Good Will Hunting. And then we got to catch a little Scorsese and Leonardo DiCaprio and all that stuff.
There's some good films about Boston. Right, we got about a minute and a half to warm up here. So crazy game yesterday, 1-0 against a team we beat 11-0 the last time we saw them.
You know, like I said, Coach Gore called it. It's their classic trap game. They didn't have a full bench last time we played them. We got on them early. Their goalie's a good goalie. We got in our heads a little bit. And first game of a tournament on a Thanksgiving weekend, and you're at home after 4 weeks of travel and tournaments and games. Classic trap game.
Yep.
I think this one will denote a little bit more how we're playing. I think it should be a good game. And then we got dual Montanas, back-to-back Montanas.
So I saw the Montana 16 team did a pretty good job beating our prospect team.
Yep.
Double digits.
Yep. And then actually they lost to Highland Hills today, 2-0 the prospects team did from Montana.
Okay.
And so, I don't know, man. Should be a good weekend. Good games.
Looks like Montana's got 13 players. That's going to give them 3 full lines and 2 sets of D. It's probably good in game 1. I don't know, by game 7, if you make it that far, that's a lot of skating.
I would agree. Bodes well for the Hawks.
Hope so. All right, 15 seconds. Boys are going to start putting the pucks in the net.
Looking around for the Heinrich family, his eldest son Jack will be here with my wife.
Excellent.
So we'll have the whole fam here to watch, and hopefully a few on YouTube once Grandma gets there. Holy cow, that's a tall goalie with big pads.
All right, we got his name is DeGroot.
Hey, Jack.
And here we go. All right.
All right, family's here.
I got this if you want to hang.
I'm good for now.
Okay. All right. Boys looking excited to get started.
At some point here, I mean. All right, looks like 2 refs for the game. Thinking we might have had an orange, a stripe, and 2 sets of zeebs, but not so much.
Here we go with Sam, skating towards his net. Up and out, and we're good to go. All right, looks like you're starting with the setback, Mayorga, and Mopsy line. LHA with Pucky in the back. New Mexico getting some deep strategy.
I guess deep strategy. All right, Jackson in for the face-off. Face-off win by the Hawks. Back to Pucky. Pucky with the puck. Cycles back. Looks for the stretch pass. Gets it up to Suddy. Suddy tips it past the D. Down low, Jackson and Suddy in. Over to Jackson. They're going to have a little room today. Moving the puck is good. Pucky with a shot. On the ice, deflected. Picked up by Jackson. Looked to put it back in front of the net. Knocked around by New Mexico. Puck around. Picked up by Puckett. Looking for the open. Good puck movement. Motzi to the middle of Suddy. Broken up. I think that middle is going to be clogged again today. So you're going to have to maybe fly out the wings a little bit and shoot from angles. Porter gets the puck up to Puckett. Knocked down out of the zone. Pucky back to Akshay. Akshay's got Jackson curling. Jackson with speed. Line change Hawks. Demotz and Suddy go to the bench. Jackson with the puck. Inadvertently taken down, but maintains possession. Might take it back. Looks like Suddy's still on the ice. Grimshaw, some pressure. Noah steps up. Looks to slide the puck over to Suddy. Thrown down the ice for an icing. And with 15:51 left in the game, ice tilted in the Hawks' favor. Patty on the ice with Matthew, Grimshaw, Noah, and A-Rod. Patty in for the face-off after placing his sides order with his defenseman. Mac and cheese and some stuffing. New Mexico up out of the ice. Takes center, dumps the puck in. Sam goes behind the net, stops the puck. Noah gets to it, gets it over to A-Rod. A-Rod looking up ice. Gets it over to Grimshaw. Grimshaw with the puck. Carries it over the blue line, gets the corner. Got wing going wide on Maddie's backhand. Maddie cycles it down to Grimshaw. Good puck movement. Good skating. Down low, Patty into Matthew. Matthew, the quick shot off the glove. Good save by the New Mexico goaltender, and good structure to the rotation in the low end of the offensive zone.
That's a nice puck movement today. I was hoping to see that from them today. They did a great job this week in practice. The passing, good to see them doing it again.
Looks like they're going to have a little space today to do it. So sharpen it up and get it moving fast. A-Rod still out. Shot on net. Saved by the goalie. Puck up and over the top. Bath down low. Takes a hit. Clark with the puck. Looking for Zulk. Able to work his way through with possession. Gets it down to Zulk. Off Zulk's stick, but Cameron pushes it to the back. Bath around the corner. He's got possession. Cycles it down low. Just off Zulk's stick again. I think we got to get some stickum. Zulk with it. Pinched off by a very big defenseman. Played around. Bath with it. Up to A-Rod on his backhand. A-Rod down low. Zulk. Bouncing puck. Got 3 guys in a phone booth right there. Spread out. Down to Clark. Knocked off the stick behind, but Bath picks it up. He's got A-Rod up high. Up to A-Rod. Looking to get it over. Shot on net. Rebounds in front. Tied up. Getting pucks to the net, but got to get those rebounds. Let's not wait till the third period today, boys.
Yeah. Put them in early and often.
Hazra Puckett back out on defense with Becker, Jackson, and Becker, Humphrey, and Fuller. Face off over to Becker, up to Akshay. Akshay puts it down to the corner. Humphrey knocks the puck down along the boards. Fuller waiting for it to pop out. Becker with it. It's going to hit the seam. He's got time. Shot. Oh, just off the glove of the goaltender, who is literally 7 foot tall.
Please.
I think he might be 8. Puck to the middle off the backhand of Humphrey. New New Mexico breaks out. Good pressure from the backside by Thor. Akshay throws it back in. Hawks tag up. Get in on the puck. Thor with pressure. Comes in. Humphrey with the puck. Loses it to the corner. Knocked off his stick. Played back around to Puckett. Puckett with the puck. Looking over to Akshay, but defensive help up. Tipped wide just off the outside of the post. Thrown up into Becker's face. He knocks it down. Up to Puckett. Walks in. Shot on net. Blocker save. Oh, rebound went right to Humphrey. Just wide of the net. Humphrey finishes his check. Thor with the puck. Knocked into the corner as things will get a little physical. As we're looking for a whistle, but I don't think we'll get one as game 2 of the tournament would denote. Quick shot by Thor off the post. Becker with a bump. Puck stays in. Played up. Becker throws the puck back in. Bouncing puck on net. Flipped over to the corner. DeMott's in behind the net to Humphrey. Humphrey knocks his player down. Puck around. New Mexico able to break out. Gains the red line. 1-on-3. Popchak and stood up by Tanny Porter with the puck. New Mexico changing. Motzi will take it in. Take a shot. Rebounds in front. Still loose. There you go, Zach. One-timer. Oh, Zach looking for it. Shot short side into the belly. We'll get a whistle. And with 12:32 left in the first, we will be looking at face off to the left of the New Mexico goalie. Jackson wins face-off. Looking to get it back to Zach as two act like awkward people in an elevator. Don't know what to say to each other. Back to Zach. Shot from distance. Good positioning by the goalies. We got some traffic in front. Get some tips on pucks. Create some rebounds.
Yep.
Jackson in for the face-off again. Zach and Noah on defense. Back to Noah. Gets the puck down low and around. Over to Motzi. Motzi slides through. New Mexico with the puck up. Zach able to hold it in. High off the glass to the corner. Motzi gets to it. Got Jackson behind. Over to Jackson, who's got the seam. Oh, looking to get to Motzi on the inside post for the tip. A little bit of a bouncy puck. Slide to Jackson in the slot, shot and score.
That was nice.
Motzi to Suddy to Jackson. Or was that Noah?
I got the game sheets up. I'll check it for us. See what the referee says it is anyway. All right. They're going to call that one Jackson from Porter.
That's fine. Patty in with Maddie and Grimmy. A-Rod with the puck. Got Bowers on the outside, but up to Patty, who... Oh, good defensive play by the New Mexico player to pick Patty's pocket. Say that 5 times fast.
Yeah, right?
Pick Patty's pocket. Pick Patty's pocket. Puck inside the zone. A-Rod down low with Bowers. Bounces off A-Rod's stick. Inadvertent contact leads to a little bit of a dust-up. A-Rod comes out. Up ice. Able to get it to Patty. Patty over to Maddie. Maddie's got the corner. Comes in wide. Cuts to the front of the net. Shot short side. Good save by the goalie. Matt gets it up to Bowers. Bowers looking down low for Grimshaw. Grimshaw off the boards. Patty with the puck. He's got A-Rod in the slot. Quick shot. Deflected just wide. Patty circles. Looking to get through the seam. Can't do it. Good shutdown by New Mexico. A-Rod with the puck. Pressured by New Mexico. Gets it up to Grimmy. Grimmy touches ahead. Able to get past to the middle to Maddie. Oh. This ice is slippery.
Turns out.
New Mexico with the puck. Pressured by Maddie. Pass to Bowers. Bowers puts the puck in deep. Goes for a change. Zolk on the ice. Maddie collects. Loses the puck to New Mexico. Clark on the ice as well. Tipped ahead. Puck it back. Pressure coming. Pulls the puck behind the net. Able to hit the wing. Nicely done. Just the way it's drawn up. Good hold in by New Mexico. Puck up through the middle. Picked up by New Mexico. Hits the puck in. Clark's back. Got wing open. Over to Zolk. Zolk with the puck. Off the boards. Good play. Clark hits Vath. Vath hits Clark. We're going to have an offside call on New Mexico as they were late getting out. But I don't know whether to call that a good hit on Clark or a good hit on Vath. By Clark.
Everybody gets credit.
Yeah, everybody gets knocked out. Edelman in for the face-off. Face-off one back to Akshay. Akshay pulls the corner. He's got Vath working up ice. Osmer's going to skate it in. Takes it wide. Takes the bump. Maintains possession. Knocked off. Vath back to cover the point. Clark and Akshay down low. Akshay, almost pulled it away. Vath slides in. Picks the puck up. Chips down to the corner. Eludes the hit. Clark helping out. Puck pops out. Clark with the puck looking in the front of the net. Got it to Zulk. Just good defensive play. No room. Clark out of it. Shot. That goalie is tall.
That's very tall.
Behind the net. Cameron picks it up. Clark to the front. Puck played down the ice. Should be an icing. And
I'll take those all day.
left. I'll take those all day. Well, wear them down in the first period. Their bench is not deep. And New Mexico's at altitude too, so shouldn't be too much of a thing. At least that's what I think.
I think it'll be.
Noah and Zach on defense. Becker, Humphrey, and Thor on the ice. I'm anticipating a goal here. Face-off win by New Mexico, just to prove me wrong. Bouncing up to Zach. Zach with a shot deflected in front of the net. Puck is loose. Humphrey throws it back to the front. Puck bouncing around. Behind the net. Thor gets it. Creates some space. Cycles with Humphrey. Up to Zach. Zach's got it. Puts it down low. That's a bit of interference. But again, game 2 of a tournament. No call. Thor looking to play soccer. Humphrey up top to Zach. Zach's got it. Shot from top. Tip just wide. Thor looks. He's got Noah up top. Pass, unfortunately, the backhand side. Can't be handled, but Zach's going to get back in time to it. Pick the puck up, gain possession, go around the net. He's got a stretch for the wing. Up ahead to Becker. Good pass. Cam holds the puck, cycles, back to Humphrey. Got to get a guy high, a little higher in the slot. New Mexico up 2-on-2. Steps past.
Had to win that one.
Shot, saved by Sam.
Good job there by Sam, but the defense really needed to get that puck off that stick.
That was as my old hockey coach would just say, they both got turned like a bunch of doorknobs.
I like that one.
Jackson in with Porter and Motts. Picked up by A-Rod. Turns the net. Got pressure. Looking to move it. Jackson with it. Up ahead. Bounce out to Suddy. Suddy's got the middle. Here he comes in on the goalie. Quick shot and a score. Well, anything you can do, I can do better. As Suddy splits the 2 defensemen on the other end, but fortunately buries it. Hawks are up 2-0. I guess I was off by 1 shift.
That's all right.
That's all right.
We'll forgive you one time.
Thanks.
We need psychic calling after this.
Appreciate it. Keep your emails in your inboxes. No complaints. Same lineup out. Mossy pushes it through. Jackson over is going to go and get it deep. Puck inside the zone. Bounces behind. Suddy back. Pinches off his player. Gains possession. Looking to get the puck to Motts. Does. Shot. Bouncing in front. Around. I think that guy, if that goalie goes to a split, he's covering 12 feet.
You think so?
6 feet long are each of his legs. He's tall. Jackson behind the net looking in the slot. Can't get the pass to Bowers, who was pinching in.
Everything in the net has been mid to high. He's got the bottom covered. Unless you're shooting for a rebound.
Suddy on the cycle. Gets it over to Jackson. They're going to call offside. I think on Mossy was just over a little bit. Little tip at the blue line. Just threw the timing off a little bit, and we'll get a line change. Akshay, Pucky, Patty, Maddie, Grimmy. Sorry. Matthew, Patrick, and Grimshaw.
I like Maddie, Patty, and Grimmy.
I do too. But for the larger audience joining us on a Thanksgiving day,
that's fair.
I'll honor the mother-given names. Matthew with the puck, Up top to Puckett. Puckett with it. Shot from the point. Deflected in front. Knocked around. Up and... Oh, Haas was able to step in front, hold it, but out of the zone. Back in. We'll have to go back and collect. Patty's going to get there first. Gets to the puck. Behind the net. 1-on-2. Patty comes out looking for the seam. Sees... Oh, backdoor pass was just tipped as Puckett was pinching. Grimshaw with the puck. Walks around. Throws it to Maddie in the slot. Quick shot. I think we got net off or man in the crease is what the call is going to be. Net off. Knocked off, looks like by us. Face off will be outside the zone.
All right. So last goal, everybody on the front line got a point there. Porter from Motzi and Miorga.
All right, same lineup out. Matthew gets it back to Akshay. Akshay is going to take the blue. And offside again, this time by Matthew. You think he would have known better. I mean, he passed it to the guy.
He was in a rush. They were ready to go score. It's good to be up, but we got to settle down.
That's one of those car ride moments where Akshay, like, in a month or so, is going to look at Matthew and say, come on, Matthew, you're offside on that play. I was in.
I'm a defenseman. I don't get that option very often.
Cycles it up and over.
Get it off the boards.
Tipped up and around. New Mexico with the puck up top. Looking to play it down low. They do. Patty back. Here we go. Matthew on the way out of the zone with Grimshaw. Looks to work. Oh, looks to work it through. Patty with the puck. Cycles. Holds it back to Akshay. Akshay's got it over to Grimshaw. Grimshaw will take the blue line. Matthew in. 2-on-4, 2-on-5, 3-on-5. D change. Clark in as well. Noah out on defense. Noah picks the puck up, steps, tosses it in, and Noah's going to go after it. But Clark's going to be able to get there first. Looking for some help. 1-on-5. Oh! Had Bath in front of the net, and puck goes back across. Tenney pinches, puts the puck to the corner. Zach around the outside. Holds it in. Possesses the puck, looks. Nice cycle down low. Steps past the trouble. Does Clark tipped across on the outside. Good long leg save there on Bath. Cameron able to pull it, throw it to the far corner, but off the toe of the New Mexico goaltender, and he keeps the score 2-0.
All right.
All right, Bath, Edelman, and Zulk out. Face-off win by the Hawks. Back to Zach, who steps to the middle, cycles with Tenney. Got room, shot on net. Oh, that was going in. Ooh, big finish there by the New Mexico player. Puck thrown up and out. Should be an icing. And we get our wish.
Everybody up and okay after that big hit.
Yeah, I'm going to say, I think that was 72. He's a big kid. He's taller than the goalie.
I was about to say, look at him next to that 8-foot goalie.
I'll have to check and see if they're brothers. One is certainly meatier than the other, so he picked defense correctly. Face off in. Looks like we got a line change. Becker out with Humphrey. Puck thrown up. Held in by Zach. Zach puts the puck down to the corner. Held by the big defenseman. Shot by Zach. No traffic. Easy to be handled. We'll do it one more time. All right, Humphrey in. See if we can get a face-off win. Does-ish. Becker down low. Up high, then push down low. Thor comes in. Able to take the big guy out. Good brave man that Thor is. Big guy gives it back to Thor a little bit, but that kid's muscular. Humphrey with the puck, looking to hit the seam. Fake cycle, steps to the middle. It's on his backhand. 72, protecting his space. Becker through the middle, shot short side. Oh! Rebound out the back. Humphrey went to throw it to the front. Cycle back around and out. Good poke check by Zach. Holds it in. Becker with a shot from distance. Goalie stayed standing. A little bit of a trouble. Humphrey being a pest. Comes out of the corner with it. Humphrey with it. Backhanded over to Noah. Noah with a shot from distance. Up in the chest of the goalie. Good shot through traffic. And 3:54 left in the first.
Audience participation zone. Just under 4
Jackson,
minutes.
Suddy, and DeMont with A-Rod and Bowers. Suddy across the top. Shot. Oh, good play by the New Mexico defenseman to hit it to the corner. Suddy with it. Cycles it down to Monty. Monty with it. Looking in front. That's Suddy. Backdoor to Jackson. And that's the third goal of the game. Second for Jackson. And we'll do one more celebratory line thing, and I think they're going to wave it off. Still first period, though. All right, same lineup out. Mariga back. Bowers just out of reach. Blake pulls it back. 2 forecheckers. Round A-Rod up to Suddy. Suddy looking to get it Jackson. Back to A-Rod. Controls. Got Suddy up ahead. Good play by Smart play by Suddy. Holy cow. Suddy in. Oh, big save by the goalie as Suddy looks to go short side. Had it open. Right decision. Suddy's got Monty in front. Suddy possesses. Gets it up to Jackson. Shot from distance down low. Holy cow. Right back onto onto Monty's stick, but again, goalie's got the wingspan of a small semi-tractor trailer truck. 3-0. 3:06 left in the first period. Patty, Valley, Grimmy with Blake and with A-Rod. Face off back to Blake. Blake puts the puck down in the corner to Matthew. Smart play. Look to Cycle. Cycles back to Patty. Patty cycles around the corner. Challenged by the other big player on the New Mexico team. Grim comes out with it. Walking around. Knocked off by the other big player, 72, on New Mexico. Knocks Grimmy down, but the way this game might go, those calls are not going to get made. Blake through the middle. Tipped by Matthew. Matthew back. Knocked back to the corner. Grimshaw's going to get there first, get a touch on it. Looking for some help. He is knocked down to the ground.
That is nothing but tough, but I can't blame him for pulling up on that one.
Absolutely, yes. All that lacrosse play. Knocked off the stick. Clark matches the physicality of the defenseman. Up to Hazra. Throws the puck in. Knocked down by Matthew. Safe touch-up. Clark with it. Heads up coming late. Back up to Pucky. Pucky's got it. Walks in. Shot. Got to get some traffic. Good shot on net. Zolk behind the net to Clark. Clark steps around his defender. Looking seam. Walks to the middle. Oh. Goalie was square on him for the shot. Right idea to go back post. Just no connection. Unfortunately, Vath through. Shot and save. Vath puts his player down. Shot on net by Zolk. And tied up. Whistle with 1:40 left.
Goalie's looking a little tired.
Goalie's going to get tired.
That's a lot of frame to go up
That's
and down.
a lot of frame. You know, it's a long way up when you're that tall. All right. Same lineup in for the faceoff. Clark gets it to Vath. Vath back up to Hazra. Hazra to Puckett. Puckett down low, looking side of the net for Vath. Clark picks it up, cycles it back. Vath with a big hit. Clark through the middle, possesses, over to Zolk. Zolk shot into the glove. Got to take the goalie's eyes away a little bit more. He's a good goalie. Let him see it. He'll make the save. Line change. Becker, Humphrey, and Thor on the ice. Pucky and Akshay remain on defense.
All right, I'm going to call a goal on this one. Becker's great at being in front of the net and
All right.
throwing that goalie.
Your call. It's a homer call.
It is.
Rebound
Double
over.
home.
Puckett was in. Cycles it down low safely. Becker behind the net. Tips it up to Thor. Thor puts the puck in, deflected off the stick and out. Going to go all the way down, and they are calling ice.
All right, second chance.
All right. Second chance inside the zone. No line change from the Hawks.
59 seconds. They can do it.
59 seconds left in the period. You are correct. All right. What we need here is a face-off win by Humphrey to Becker, cutting across the top. Face-off win by Humphrey to Hazra. Shot by Puckett on net. Rebounds loose. Puck still loose. Again. There's the whistle.
Not even sure how many shots to say that was.
Becker's making friends. The puck's in the crease. There are no friends.
Nope. He was just checking the back of the net for some extra pucks.
I think he leaned over and said to the goalie, "What size are those pads?" Check the size of those pads. Humphrey again, looking for a face-off win. Over to Becker. New Mexico gets the puck out, sends it down. It's going to be a nice 43 seconds left. Jesse says, nope, let's get that. Jesse said, I heard Sabrina call the shot, so let's keep them out there one more shift. One more face-off. Osra letting everybody know. Face-off back. Hazra shot a little wide of the net. Up and over. And Jesse says, sorry, Sabrina.
Jesse. Oh, they had their chance. 33.3 seconds, 0 to 3. It's 11:03. The Steel's lucky. Hawks win the face-off back to Zach. Zach puts it down deep into the corner, and Matsu's going to chase that down.
DeMox with it, shot on net. I mean, are we trying to put puck marks on his logo? Come on now, kids. Let's not wreck jerseys that way. I mean, that's just not polite.
Nope.
Anyway, Motzi hit the seam. Good shot on net. Had it open. And the goalie is taking up not only that net, but a little bit of Sam's net, too. Face off up to Zach. Cycles over to Tenney. Behind the net, shot in. Suddy short side. See, you were just off by one shift as well.
Yes, apparently you and I should not go into the Las Vegas business.
Well, 15 seconds left in the period. In the spirit of giving, we're going to turn it over to Sabrina for the second period.
Excellent.
I'm going to go swap ends with the family and sit and watch Sam and cheer him on, since we got a little family time. Jackson, Suddy, and Mossy, and puck played over. Mossy will carry it in. Gets past. Throws towards the front. Goalie ties it up. 4 seconds left. Fixes his net. Drops his glove. Puck back to the corner. 4 seconds. No pressure. And that's the Zam. All right, we'll head to the second. Sabrina, all yours.
Gotcha, Phil.
I'll return in a little bit.
All right, my friend. See you soon.
Sounds good. Or I'll start broadcasting from over there.
All right, y'all. Between the first and second. Don't see a Zamboni coming just yet, so it looks like we're going to go straight into the second period. All right, 33-1. The shots in the first period. That's the first period, not the game. You score 4-0. Your Littleton Hawks up. I'm going to go ahead and send the stats out on Crossbar Bar for you parents watching. If you are watching, happy Thanksgiving. Glad you're with us. Excited to see our boys doing a great job here. So we got 2 goals for Patty, 2 goals for Porter. And coming into the second, let's see what else we can get going. All right, referee blows the whistle, getting ready for the second period to start. Again, shots 33-1 in the first period. Most of our goals scored off of passes. Porter had a nice breakaway, and he scored. And now we're going left to right. So Sam will be over on our left. The boys are going to be moving to the right. Ref is blowing the whistle. Montana working in. As we've seen, Montana has a really big goalie, so looking for some different ways to score maybe this period. But every period's a new chance, so here we go. Patty out there with Grimshaw and Matthew. A-Rod and Bowers back in the back. All right, here we go. Big guys out for Montana, 72 on the defensive side. And 67 playing center. There we go. Short bench really for Montana. They've got 3 forward lines and 2 defensive lines. Those defensemen are getting pretty tired. This whole game has been pretty much in their zone. Hawks go to dump it in, and it's taken down deep. And that is shot out by Montana, but with out control. No icing this time, though. Blake back to pick it up, and he's going to look for a pass. 3 Montana players back. Oh, puck just pops off of his stick, but he does get it out. And this one's going all the way up ice to Matthew. Matthew's got a breakaway. Coming into the goalie's left, shoots right in the 5-hole. Matthew scores. That was beautiful. Matthew moved that goalie from left to right and put that one right in between the pads. Beautiful shot by Matty. A great move up there. I believe that was Grimshaw who got the assist. We'll look it up here on the score sheets and give you the real deal. The Hawk goes off on the speakers. All right, and face-off won by Montana. And moving it in is Nolan. Nolan into the corner. Looking for Bowers on the point. Finds him. Bowers shot just wide of the net. Now down deep is A-Rod. A-Rod back. Getting some help from his forwards. Moving it over to Zolk. Zolk takes a shot. And that one hitting the goalie right on the numbers there. Oops. All right, face off to the left of the goalie. Let's stay with the line of Bath, Nolan, and Edelman. And then in the back, you're going to have Puckett and Akshay. Face off drop. Littleton wins it clean back to Puckett. Puckett gets it, sends it down deep. Bath to get it behind the net. Bath picks it up, and he's going to stop and play the other way. He gets it back to Nolan back behind. That one goes into the corner, but Puckett's going to come down deep to help him out. Puck again back behind the net. And 2 black jerseys over there to collect. Wasn't sure that was going to happen. Bath working the puck through the middle. Collision. There's going to be a penalty now on New Mexico. Sam starting to head for the bench. Hauser with the puck. They're going to try to keep control. Edelman now skating in from the dot. Across to Nolan. Nolan takes a shot just high. All right, puck is back. No goalie in net as we have a penalty coming up on the New Mexico team. Puckett dangerously playing with it near his own net, but gets it up the ice, and now here we go with Edelman. Edelman, Becker, Vath, and Zolk. Edelman to the front. Oh, and the goalie closes the door on a nice shot cross ice. He was looking for Vath on the far side. So covered by the goalie, but we're going to go on a power play here. 6 minutes and 41 seconds to go in the second period.
Make it.
That clock is right. Okay. Okay, folks. Just got to update. The second period is in 2 halves so that they can zam halfway through the second period. So 6 minutes and 41 seconds to go in this half. Power play. Humphrey, Becker, Thor with Puckett and Hazra in the back. All right, everybody getting set here. Referees having a little conversation. Telling the guys what's what. Looks like they've got 2 guys in the box. So we'll have to see what's going on game sheets. We got a 5 and a 10. Head contact being called. So they're calling it a 2-minute minor, but it might be a 10. Hazra, shot from the point, goes wide. All right, Humphrey with the puck now, over to Hazra. Hazra working it down deep to Puckett. Puckett has the puck, and he's skating to the middle. Shot, oh, good shot, but glove save there by the goalie. And another face-off here in the offensive zone. All right, so Becker on the left, Thor on the right, and Humphrey playing center. Puckett and Akshay switch places for the face-off. That's going to put Akshay with a left-handed shot right off the face-off. That one's one back to Akshay. Akshay gets the puck. He takes a minute. Skates it to the middle. Has that Humphrey down low. Shot. Oh, that was Puckett down low, actually. And that one went up and over into the netting. But great play. Really good patience there by Akshay. Looking for his partner down low. All right. Defense back on their regular sides now. Puckett with the shot closest to the net. And there we go. Hawks are going to win that one. Becker back behind the net with the puck. He controls, gets hit there, but it goes up to Humphrey. Oh, Humphrey loses the handle on the blue line. Over to Akshay. Akshay's got it. He's going to look over and find Thor. Thor's going in, and he's got Humphrey behind him. Shot wide of the net. And Becker to pick it up over in the corner. Becker off the boards to himself. In front of the net. Shot. Rebound. And he's going to take a little bit of punishment for that. Oh, he's going to swing back. Not our best idea right now. All right, Coach is going to say, let's come cool down on the bench, boys. New Mexico very much getting frustrated here, so understandable. You're going to be in front of the net. You're going to take a little bit of punishment. All right, change it up now for Jackson, Monty, and Porter. Porter gets the puck up the face-off. Back to the D, back to Porter. He's looking for something in front. Oh, he just bangs it off the crossbar. Beautiful shot, but iron got in the way. Not in a good way. All right, down in the corner is Kaylee. Over to Matzi. Matzi's going to take a shot. Now he's going to go off a stick and hit the ceiling. So another face-off here coming. All right, so we've got a report here on our penalty. Head contact, so that's going to be a 10-minute misconduct, plus a 2-minute penalty served by number 13. But number 92, he'll serve 10 minutes for a head contact penalty. Thank you, fans. Jackson in for the face-off. That one won by New Mexico. Back to their corner. Up to Zach. He keeps it in with the catch. It was off the knee pads there, but down into the corner. Porter's got it back behind the net. Porter moving it up to Matzi. Matzi's got a second. He's going to find... Oh, nice cycle back to Tenny. Tenny's got the puck back to Matzi. Matzi over to Zach. Zach's going to have to hurry for this one. He does. He gets it on net. Nice rebound out in front. Over to Jackson. Oh, nice series there by the boys. Everybody in the right space sticks down, ready to pop it in. That goalie has just got the bottom of this net covered. All right, Matzi's now going to take a skate to the middle of the ice. He's going to look, shot. That one right into the jersey. Again, that goalie just is going to go home with a Tide commercial of a jersey. But getting it done. My shots are correct. It's about 40-1 on the shots. All right, here we go. Face off in the offensive zone. This one is going to be taken by Patrick. All right, and he wins that one over to Matt. Matt sends it. Oh, kept in by A-Rod. A-Rod down low to Patrick. Patrick takes a shot, and it dribbles in. Oh, the goalie had it, but it dribbled through the pads, and that was a beautiful one. Nice puck work by the team there. Patrick gets one just to the goalie's left and then puts it through in a hole that I think only Patrick could see from that angle he was at, but fantastic shot. All right, center off, face off. Same line. Matty, Patty, and Grimmy. Or Patrick, Matthew, and Grimshaw. All right, here we go. That one taken away by New Mexico down into the zone, but regrouped by the defenseman. A-Rod has the puck. He's looking for a pass. He's got Grimmy on the boards. Up to Grimshaw. Grimshaw, nice pass over to Patty. Patty's got Matthew on the far side. He's going to tip it around the player. Use his speed to pick it up. He's going to take it back behind the net. Oh, loses the handle. Nice check there by the New Mexico team, but that is going to be a penalty. Looked like a good check, but referee's going to say that is a penalty. So New Mexico heading to the box. They are 5-on-5 right now, but there's another man in the box because they had that 10-minute head contact. All right, here we go. Face off to the right of the goalie, and it's going to be Vath, Edelman, Nolan with Blake and Aiden back on the point. Blake and A-Rod. All right. Clark's ready. He's down. He gets it over to Vath. Vath wins it. Back to A-Rod. A-Rod over to Bowers. Bowers going to take a couple steps. Let it go. Off the blocker of the goalie. Down into the corner and a hard shot down the ice by New Mexico. They're on the penalty kill, so they can ice this one. Hawks look to break it out. A-Rod looks up, but there's nobody in front. He's going to have to take this one. He does. Over the blue line. He's got Nolan. Nolan, puck on his stick, but a little bit wide. Smart idea not to try to shoot that one. New Mexico back to the corner. Bowers puts it in front, but New Mexico there to pick it up. All right, Vath now with the puck. He's got Bowers. Bowers has Nolan up the boards, finds him. Nolan over the blue, onside. Clark in the middle. Finds Clark. Clark shoots. Oh, off the goalie's pads again. You hear that big thud of that huge goalie's equipment. Oh, Nolan had a nice screen there. Gave Maddie a good chance. Now back behind the net. Nolan over to Edelman. Edelman's got some options. He keeps the puck. He's going to go back behind the net and put it in front to Vath. Vath takes a shot, but that one was deflected by the New Mexico defenseman. Back to the point. Now A-Rod finding Puckett. Puckett shoots. Rebound. Puckett gets the puck again. Puckett out in front, but Vath is tied up. Over to Humphrey. Humphrey over to A-Rod. Shot. Oh, Puckett had it right in the blue. Just wide. Another shot by Littleton. His goalie's got the bottom covered, no problem. Here we go. Oh, missed by New Mexico. Akshay's going to pick this up. He's got time. Off his stick again. Over to Puckett. Puckett gets taken down in the corner. It looks like Nolan's going to keep it there. Puckett's going to be down low. Akshay's going to try to keep that one in, but he's going to get covered. The center's back. Humphrey's got the puck now. He's going to turn and go. Humphrey, Becker, and Thor out now. Humphrey with a shot. Top corner. Humphrey puts that one in. Goalie didn't have a chance on that one. All right. 7-0. So you'll see your Hawks not doing their usual celebrations. Very respectful, but clock should run now. Maybe not. Still says 2:08, stop clock. Second period. In 2 minutes and 8 seconds, we'll have a Zam. We're going to stay with Humphrey, Thor, and Becker. And then back in the back, we'll have Zach along with Tenny. Humphrey steals the puck from New Mexico. Tries to get over to Becker. He does. Thor helps him out over the blue line. Thor into the corner. He's got Becker out in front. He's got Kaylee back behind him. And Humphrey comes in as an F3. Becker takes the puck behind the net. He cycles it back over to Thor. Thor with the puck. Oh, swing and a miss. And New Mexico tries to handle the puck, and they do. Right to the blue line. Takes a punishment for that. They send it down ice. No icing. Thor gets the puck back behind. Being bothered there by the New Mexico player who goes into the corner. And now it's black and white in the corner. We'll see who comes away with it. New Mexico puts it back in the corner, but now Littleton picks their pass off up to Thor. Thor crossing the blue line. He's got Becker on the far side. He hits Becker. Becker's got a little bit of a breakaway, but that one kind of a little bit too far, got out of his control. And Becker finishes his hit back behind the net. Now it's getting worked up. Looks like the winger's going to try to take it out. Thor finishes his check there. Humphrey back. And now Becker into the corner to fight for it. New Mexico turns it the other way. Thor coming in deep. He's going to keep this one in. It's going to bounce up in the air. Nobody's sure where it is. Dangerous place for it to be. New Mexico picks it up, though. Oh, nope. Takes a hit from Zach, and Zach is going to try to keep that one in. It's over. It floats, but Thor's going to get it over to Becker. Becker fights through two players. It's over the blue line. He's on his backhand, still with the puck. And finally, that one squirts back to the defenseman. They see far side. They've got a pass. Shot. That one hit a defenseman out in front. All right, Jackson tips that one over the blue line. He's going down deep into the corner. He's got Porter out in front. Jax takes a big hit. No call there. Porter to chase the puck down, try to work it to the middle. Make number 72 out of the box and getting the puck all the way down. That is not a shot on net. That would have been New Mexico's second shot on net, but floated right by Sam. Oh, tip in front, but just wide of the net. Back down into the corner. Littleton's now having to play in their defensive zone. And the buzzer goes 7-0 at the end of 1.5. Zamboni coming. We'll be back after that. All right. Zamboni is done. Ice is clean, which is great. It gets real snowy out there, and the puck sticks. So very nice to see some clean ice here. Littleton coaches are on the bench. New Mexico coaches are heading over. Our boys are down there. They're ready to go. They're getting their pictures taken, being a little goofy. Feeling pretty good here on this Thanksgiving, up 7-0. I have to say, minus the head contact penalty, it's been a pretty clean game. You love to see that when it's a blowout. All right, so here we go with the second half of the second. And the boys are going to warm up. We're here in the stands. We got all kinds of folks here today. Thanksgiving brings all the parents and grandparents out. We just found out we have an international audience. Connor's parents, who are in Mexico some of the time, watch our broadcast. So we welcome them to Littleton to see the boys doing a great job. All right. Everybody making their way. Coach Shelley just walked down below us, and he's heading over to give the boys a couple of words. And we will get going with the second half, 8 minutes and 30 seconds of the second period. So they'll have a real quick warm-up, and then we'll get back to the hockey we all love. All right, if you're tuning in on Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving to everybody. I hope everybody's ready to have a great holiday feast after this. If you're not with us, we're thinking of you. I'm looking around. I've got grandparents here from the Vats, got grandparents from the Humphreys. I know we got Becker's grandparents watching from South Carolina and his other set watching from Arizona. Welcome. We have guests in from Minnesota, guests in from Ohio, all kinds of different people here today watching the show. All right. Let's see. Waiting for the referees is what's going on right now. As soon as the refs come out and put the nets on, the boys will take the ice. Okay. Well, now I have to do interviews because we've got some time. So, Zach's mom, what's been your favorite part of the game so far?
My favorite part of the game is the Christmas song every time we score a goal.
I do like that. And the Hawks little,
And the Hawk scream.
the Hawk sound. Not sure we get that on the mic, but that's always a good one. All right. Another fan. Where are you visiting us from?
I'm visiting family from Minnesota.
Is there good hockey in Colorado like there is in Minnesota?
Oh, yeah, that there is.
Excellent. You enjoying your trip?
Yes.
Awesome. All right, we're going to go get some grandparents on the mic. All right, still waiting for the referees here. All right. We're live and we got some time, so we wanted to come say hello to the Humphrey family.
Well, hello.
Hello. We do.
Today.
We do. Now, you were telling me you watch from our international audience.
Yes, I'm from Mexico.
And how are you liking the game here today?
Oh, the game here is wonderful. Connor
Fantastic.
just scored one.
He sure did. He was waiting for you to show up so he could do that.
Right.
Thank you for attending. You'll have to come to more games now.
Well, I come to as many as I can.
Oh, he loves it. I know they love look at this big audience we have today. It's fantastic.
I know, it's fun.
All right, Aaron Humphrey, what's your favorite part about the game today?
How they're moving the puck. Even though they're dominating the scene, they're still moving the puck around really well.
Doing a good job. That goalie is not tiny.
No, he's big.
Connor's brother, what would you do to solve this goalie?
Personally, I just keep shooting pucks. It's basically the answer to everything.
I love it. Rebounds. Rebounds are key. All right, go Hawks. Thank you guys for the interview. The refs are finally here. Appreciate you. All right, the referees are on the ice. We got good interviews with the Humphreys, with the Kayleys, with the Andersons here to watch the Beckers. We've got Tanya here in the stands. Tanya, are you having a good time? She's having a good time. All right, I won't put you on the mic. All right, here come the boys. All right, so Sam will remain in net. One of those games where you hope that everything's going okay with the goalie. He's only seen one shot, so it can get a little dangerous when it gets hot down in his zone. Surely Sam will have no problem with it, but want to make sure he stays focused. We used to ask Sella what he would do when he got bored. He said it's like watching your buddies play hockey from the stands, but you got to stay sharp in case that puck comes back down. Sello's staying sharp out in the neutral zone, making sure he has to come in. He's ready to go. Boys skate around. New Mexico skating around, looking a little bit slower. You can imagine with only 3 lines and 2D. Those 2D pairs have got to be exhausted. They have had a lot of work today. Big goalie for New Mexico. Look, this game could be double that score. He has done amazing. His goals against average is going to be good for this game, despite what the score says. All right, stretch is happening. Refs talking to the New Mexico coach, just making sure they understand what kind of game they're going to call. And now he's talking to Sam, telling him, get in your net, other side of the ice, buddy. All right, whistle blows. That means boys got to get to the bench. Coach is going to give some sage advice, and we will get started. All right, funny enough, the goalie and number 72, the two we said might be brothers, hanging out there for a second. Maybe they are. All right, Sam skates down to the far end to get into his net. Faceoff is going to be to Sam's right to start. And we will be into the second period offensive zone faceoff. Looks like we're going to have Hazra in the back. We're going to have Jackson at center. All right, Puckett, and then Motzi and Sudbeck. Everybody ready for the face-off, and here we go. Hawks on the face-off back to the corner. They're going to move it up the boards. That's going to come over to Sudbeck. Sudbeck over to Akshay. Akshay gets the puck. He's going to send it up to Motzi. Motzi up the boards. That's to Jackson, but off the netting, and we'll have a face-off in the neutral zone. Puckett and Akshay stay in the back. You might see the boys pushing the puck to Puckett a lot, trying to get him his goal this year. They're really excited about that. So they've done a great job at the end of that last period getting him that puck. Setting in over the line, gets the puck. It's hopping on him. From the circle, takes a shot, deflected back behind the net, and met there by the Hawks. But then popped out, and excuse me, New Mexico, who sends it all the way down the ice. Picked up there by the Hawks, moving it up to the wing. Winger's going to look far side, gets it. Off the boards is Motzi. Motzi coming in, circles, shot, into the glove. New Mexico goalie makes another good save. Now Mayorga down to Puckett. Puckett has the puck. He's going to skate it to the middle. And he tries to take a shot, but stick lifted there by the New Mexico player. All right, New Mexico trying to move it out. They move it off the boards, and that was dangerous, but they do come away with it. New Mexico now through the neutral zone, over the blue line. Picked up by the Hawks. That's Matty. Matthew with the puck, up into the zone. Patrick's got it. He's got Grimmy behind him. Shot, and right over to Matty. Top shelf. Goal by Matthew from Patty. Nice job. Beautiful shot. The goals that are going in here on this goal, they've got to be high because he's got the bottom of the net covered really well. Might put out a rebound now and then, but it's that quick move, make a move across the net. And now Patty found the face-off. Won by New Mexico, but back to the Littleton Hawks. Over the red line, dumps it deep. Down into the corner, Grimshaw's going to chase. Jeremy battles. Matty's there to help him out. It's in the skates. Puck back out front. And up the boards. Matty keeps control. He's going to move it over to Zach. Zach has the puck. Down into the corner. All right. Patty has it in the corner, controls. Moves it back behind to Grimmy. Grimmy right back to Patty for a shot, but covered by the goalie. All right, second period, face-off coming to the left of the goalie, changed by the Hawks on the offensive side. All right, now we're going to have Edelman out there, and he will be with Nolan and Bath, and Kaylee and Tennyson back to back. Clark wins, little dribble back to the wing. Wing gets it back to Zach. Zach sent it all the way down. Picked up behind the net by his player, put out front. Vath takes a hit there, but stays standing. Zach gets the puck, top of the circles. Shot off the goalie's mask. Bumped out. And up the boards, but not out. Now down in the corner, Edelman's got it. He's going to move it back up the boards. He lost the puck, couldn't see where it was. All right, Vath gets up and he gets pushed outside, and he's going to have to come back in. He does, onside. So Vath down to the corner. And he pushes it all the way around for Edelman. Edelman's got it. He's looking for an open pass. He gets his stick tied up. He cycles back behind the net for Vath. Vath picks it up. Nice back move. And another shot by the Hawks, but the net is off, and we'll get a whistle. All right. Goalie came over hard, and that knocked the net off, and so offensive zone face-off here, and we're going to get a change. It'll be Humphrey, Thor, and Becker out with Bowers and A-Rod. Setting up the play. Humphrey back to Bowers. Bowers gets the puck, puts it into the corner. Becker there to pick it up. He does. On his back end, back up to Bowers. Bowers now has a shot. That is blocked by New Mexico. New Mexico's going to get it out of the zone. Go the other way, but that one is tipped by A-Rod, and Bowers picks it up over to Humphrey. Humphrey over the blue line. He's got two helpers with him. Here it comes, front of the net to Becker. Becker takes a shot. That one is blocked by the goalie. Down into the corner, New Mexico is going to get this one. A nice tip by Bowers. And it's back in. Becker finishes his check, and Littleton comes away with the puck, but Cameron gets into it with number 72. Two big guys going at it on the boards. Looks like the referee's just going to call this a face-off. No penalty. Outside the zone. All right, no penalty. Just some pushing and shoving. Good hometown hockey. Big guy against big guy. Humphrey, Becker, Thor still with Bowers and A-Rod in the back. And they've had a couple chances. And here we go. Humphrey, face-off won by New Mexico, but out to the side, and Rodriguez is going to put it in low. Becker down to chase. Into the corner with the defenseman, finishes his hit. And Thor now has the puck. Becker comes to help him out. Pick it up. He does. Trying to move. Takes a big hit from the New Mexico player. That one off the referee's skate, though, into the neutral zone. And this time we are going to get a penalty on the New Mexico team for being a jerk. Becker's up, but certainly that was a big, big hit. Cameron getting claps from the parents for being a tough guy there. All right, power play for the Hawks, 8-0, 4:41 to go in the second period. All right, looks like we got Motzi, Mayorga, Sudbeck. Back in the back, we got Puckett and Akshay. So another chance here for Puckett to get his goal. Boys really want this to happen. Let's see what they can do. Back to Puckett. Puckett has the puck. Go, decides not to shoot. Makes a move. Back in, front of the net. Tipped on net by DeMotts, and a whistle. All right, let's try it again. All right. Mexico still has 1:52 to go on their penalty kill. Hawks face off, wins, back to the defenseman, that's Akshay. Akshay has it. He's looking to move. He does. Nice move over to Puckett. Puckett has the puck, he shoots. Saved by the goalie. All right, one more time. Try it again, tries to move it to the front. Mayorga has the puck. Shooting for the hat trick. Off the goalie's pad. Back to the line. Akshay's got it. Nice move to get around his man. He's to the top of the circles. Sends it all the way across to Jackson. Puckett's going to pick this one up. Puckett makes a move to the middle. Shot on net, but in the goalie's chest. Oh, right idea. 1:20 to go now in the power play. Line's going to remain the same. We're going to have a face-off now to the left of the goalie. So we still got Jackson, Motzi, and Suddy with Hausra and Puckett in the back. And looks like the defensemen or forwards for New Mexico are going to change. Oh, looks like the guy serving the 10-minute finally got out, and so they're bringing one more guy in here. That's 5 guys. Why does New Mexico have 5 guys? Nope, only 4. Only 4. Math is hard. All right, puck squirts out over the blue line. Hawks are going to have to regroup. Over to Hausra. Hausra over to Mayorga. Mayorga's got help. Shot on net, rebound over into the corner. That one's going to get chased down by Porter. Porter gets it taken away by the New Mexico team. Tip, so no ice. It's going to be a race. And Akshay's going to win that race. Oh, catches the edge and goes down, but he gets his help from his winger. Motzi's got the puck all the way across. He finds Porter. Porter to Jackson. Jackson in and scores for the hat trick. Nice job by Porter and Jackson to get that quickly up the ice. That was from the defense over to Carson. Carson over to Jackson, or to Porter. Porter to Jackson and in the net. So that's 3 for Jackson today. Congratulations to him. Thanksgiving hat trick. Extra potatoes for him tonight. All right, face off at center ice. Won by the Hawks. Through the neutral zone, but back and forth a little bit here. Nice hit by the Hawks. Grimmy has the puck. He goes over the blue line. He's going to skate it in. Shot. Rebound. There's a nice shot from the hash marks there, but rebound, and now penalty on Zach. Penalty on Zach. I'm going to guess for roughing, but we'll see what the referee calls. Two minutes roughing. That is the call. All right. New Mexico goes on the power play, and it'll be Maddie, Patty with Bowers, and Grimshaw. I might have called that wrong. Another big hit there in the corner, but legal. Getting the puck out, and New Mexico comes back out. They have to regroup. They go for the long shot, cut off there by the Hawks. Hawks put it in, and on net. Played easily to the corner by the goalie. New Mexico now has a chance. Maddie with the forecheck gets it off one player's stick, but can't get past the second. Now it's a 1-on-2 the other way. Nice job there by Blake. Blake takes a stick check, and it's down into the corner. New Mexico gets their pocket pick behind the net. Now it's coming up and out, but not quite. New Mexico gets a chance. Oh, Sam turns that one into the corner. Again, one of those times where Sam hasn't had a lot of work today, and we got to get the chance for him to see every puck that comes through. All the way down the ice by the Hawks. Nice job. Gets us a change. So now we got Grimmy. Nice pick there by Grimshaw. Down into the corner. Takes 2 New Mexico players to get the puck back, and they do. Over the red line, over the blue line, but has their pocket pick one more time. This time it's going to be over to Edelman. He's going to backhand it nicely down into the corner and then do the forecheck. A lot of stick work before the puck there, but nothing illegal according to the referee. All the way down, and that is going to be an icing. So icing on the New Mexico team. It's going to come all the way back down into their defensive zone. 43 seconds to go in the penalty, 1 minute 51 to go in the period. And we get a change here. So Edelman is going to be out there with Puckett, Rodriguez, and Grimshaw. All right, offensive zone face-off. Won by the Hawks. Back to the point. Pucky's got it. He puts it into the corner. Goes back behind the net. Edelman to chase. Forces him to throw it hard, and that means A-Rod has a chance to pick it up. He does. Edelman, just loses an edge there and had a great shot, but down on the ice he goes. New Mexico coming through. They've got a headman, but they're not going to use the pass. Instead, they dump it, which makes it a race that Wilton's going to win back behind the net. Throws it up the boards. Now New Mexico back to their point. Point tries to go back to the winger, but that one is cut off there by Edelman, who nicely throws it down the ice again. Burning time off the clock with 7 seconds to go here in the power play. Next penalty kill line out, we got Humphrey. And looks like Nolan. Nolan gets the puck. Nice pass back there from A-Rod. A-Rod up to Nolan. He's got Vath and Humps. Humphrey loses the puck, tries to check his man. That guy's big. All right, garage sale time out on the ice. A lot of gloves and sticks flying everywhere. Puckett keeps it in the zone. Tips it nicely over to Humphrey. Humphrey down low. And now picks it up one more time. Puckett's got another chance with 42 seconds to go. Nolan into the corner. Tries to get it back to the point. Vath gets the puck, takes it high on the blue line. Gently in. Looks like that one's going to be kept into the far corner. And that's Humphrey playing the line so that his defenseman could go in. That one's going to go all the way down the ice. And that'll be an icing with 27 seconds to go in this second half of the second period. Face off to the left of the New Mexico goalie. Line change coming up. Looks like we're going to have Becker, Thor, and Humphrey with Puckett and Hazra out there. All right. Face off coming. They're setting it up, making sure they got what they want. They got Puckett in the center slot there between the circles. Face-off tie-up goes back to New Mexico. New Mexico tries to get it up the boards, but that was picked up by Humphrey. Humphrey now in front. Passes to Puckett. Puckett shoots and scores! He got it! Guys, that is Puckett's first goal of the year. Oh my goodness. The boys are so happy. He has not scored a goal all year. The boys have been working to get him that puck. He finally gets it. Congratulations to Puckett. Yeah. All right. Good job there by Graham. All right. Playing on 9-0 Hawks. 10 seconds to go in the second period. Hawks dump it gently down the ice. Wolves pick it up. New Mexico picks it up. They put it down deep. Getting tied up. Becker's making friends. And clock goes. So we're going to head into the third period now. Look, things are getting a little choppy out there. We know everybody gets a little excited. Hopefully we keep it clean in the third period. We don't need anybody on either team getting hurt. But here we go. Between the second and third period now. So fans, do we know, is there a run clock at a certain score?
At the third period, if it's more than 4,
Okay.
it's run clock.
Okay, so 17-minute third period. We're up 9-0, so this will be a run clock for the third period, unless the score changes and it comes within 4. So 17 real minutes, not hockey minutes. Whistles for injury would stop the clock, or if the referee asks for the clock to be stopped for some reason. Otherwise, 17 minutes and done with this game. All right. Actually, 10-0 now. Your Hawks, sorry. 10-0 Hawks. Shots on goal, a lot. All right. Sam looks at his net, skates towards it, up and around. Oh, that was fancy. Sam did that one on one leg. All right. Here we go. This time we're going right to left, so boys are right by their bench. Changes are a little easier here in the third period. The New Mexico team, like I said, kind of a short bench. With only 4 defensemen, I can only imagine how tired these boys must be, which also leads to a little bit more of the pushing and shoving. All right, here we go. Face-off won by the Hawks, back to the defenseman. Working it down into the zone, throws it hard into the corner to the front of the net, but nobody home there. Bowers, big slapper from the point, didn't quite get all of it. So that one gets turned away by one of the New Mexico players. Now Sudbeck down into the corner. Sudbeck throwing it to the front of the net. Shot, save, and New Mexico has another chance to get it out. Oh, kept by Carson. Carson on net and in the net. Carson scores to make it 11-0. Nice pick there by Carson. The New Mexico team was trying to get the puck out of the zone. Hesitated, and Carson took advantage, picked the lane, went right in, and put that one right over the goalie's right shoulder. All right. Petty in for the faceoff. He wins. That one goes back to A-Rod. A-Rod's going to take it up the left wing boards and dump it in deep. Coming around now. Littleton has it back behind, over to Matt. Matthew has it. He's trying to work it back behind the net, but that one gets picked. But they do come out. Over to Bowers on the point. Bowers with a shot. High, just over the net. This one back over to A-Rod. A-Rod's going to backhand that one back in to Grimshaw. Grimshaw misses it. New Mexico gets it, and they're going to send it down the ice without control, which gives A-Rod a chance to pick it up. A-Rod in his own zone. Oh, they tried to pick it off just like Carson had done to them, but after a little bit of back and forth, it's a loose puck in the neutral zone. Hawks put it in without control, and it's going to be a fight for the puck near the dot. We win. Oh, Matty had it. He just lost control a little bit and couldn't quite get his stick back on it. Now back behind the net. Grimshaw has it. He's going to cycle that one back to Patty. Patty's got it. Puts it around the man on the boards. He's going to drop it to Tenny. Tenny's got the puck. He sends it out front. Oh, he had Matty. Not quite what they wanted, but that one's going to be a nice cycle. Matty over to Patty. Matty's got the puck. He shoots. And that one off the chest protector there of the goalie. Another shot there by Patty. That one's going to get turned away and into the corner. All right. Puck now in control. New Mexico. Littleton's going to go for a change. Nolan's out. He's going to forecheck that puck and force them to move it a little bit faster than they wanted to. And they do get it out over the blue line. Back into the neutral zone, but Edelman's there to pick it up. Edelman has Vath. Oh, off Vath's skate. They have a chance. On net. Oh, and that one, Sam makes a nice save, and that one goes up and over the net. All right, Zach now back with Tenney, trying to get it out of the zone. Off the boards over to Vath. Vath's going to tip it over to the defenseman. That's going to be Kaylee. Kaylee over the blue line. He's going to find his winger in Nolan. Nolan's going to chase it down into the corner. Nolan finishes his check. The puck squirts loose. That's over to Littleton. Shot. Clark. Two shots. Second one went in. Clark with the rebound right in front. Picks up his own rebound and puts it behind the goaltender to make it 12-0 Littleton. All right, coming back to center ice now. All right, Grimmy, Vath, and Nolan. And back in the back, we have Teddy and Zach. All right, Edelman for the face-off. Checking on the... Edelman gets tossed. Vath is going to come in and take it. Vath wins. Back to Tenney. Tenney over to Zach. Zach back to Tenney. Looking for the open pass. He's got one up the left wing boards. He finds Vath. Vath is now in with Nolan. Vath takes a shot off the blocker of the goalie. And coming back around the net, but getting a little bit harangued there by the New Mexico team is Nolan. Two of them now on Nolan, but the puck is gone. Vath has it. He's stick handling through the zone. He's looking for an open pass. And he's got Tenney. Oh, but picked off by New Mexico, and they're going to come the other way. Could have been an odd man rush, but great job there by Vath to get back and do some defensive work. Over the red line, Tenney tries to put it in deep. He gets it over the blue, but onto a New Mexico stick. All right. Hawks are looking to change. Thor is out. Humphrey's out. And when Vath changes, I'm sure we'll have Becker. There we go. Vath with the puck on the left. He bounces that one off the boards and heads to the bench for a change. That one is going to end up being an icing, though, and so we will have a defensive zone face-off for the Hawks, and that will be Hazra and Puckett in the back, Becker, Humphrey, and Thor up front. 12:06 to go, clock running. Here we go. Humphrey for the face-off. He wins that one back. Puckett picks it up. He's going to send it over to Akshay behind the net. Akshay is going to send that one over to Thor. Just wide for Thor. On net shot. New Mexico gets one on Sam Lowe. And out into the neutral zone. Puckett's going to have the puck. He's going to take it. Becker's going to fall back and cover D. Puckett shoots, but that one hits a defenseman in the chest. And they turn and come the other way. Now, one-on-one. Becker and his new best friend, number 72, get into it again. And Becker puts it in deep. This one is going to be no ice. So 72 into the corner. Works it back to his winger. They try to make a long pass to get it out of the zone, but Puckett's there to keep it in. Puckett stick handling. Becker with the puck. Becker shoots, but that's blocked in front. Down into the right-hand corner this time. Now Hauser's going to keep it in. Sorry, Puckett's going to keep it in. He takes a shot. That one gets blocked, and it's over the blue line, so the boys are going to have to regroup here. Everybody out, and everybody can go back in now. Okay, everybody's out. Becker has the puck. He drops it for Humphrey. Humphrey takes it to the circle. Shot. Rebound. Kicked out wide. Hausra has the puck, but that comes outside. That one's going to need to get a regroup here. Thor back. Becker in. Becker's going to go into the corner for the puck. He's got no help right now. He's got to shoot. Everybody was changing on that one. So, try to keep it in, but there is a nice check there by both players on each other. Everybody goes down. All right. New Mexico's going to move it over, and your Hawks are going to finish the change. So A-Rod with the puck now. He's got Bowers with him. He's going to use the net as a third man there in the back. He's going to send it up the boards, and that's going to go to Seti, over to Jackson. Jackson takes a shot. Rebound. Shot missed. All right, once again, you can hear when this hits this goalie's pads. These huge pads. Makes a nice deep sound. Matzi into Seti. Seti shoots. Backhand. Goes wide. All right, this time A-Rod on the point, takes a shot through traffic, goalie sees it, and Covers. Nope, did not cover. That's a goal. Pretty sure that was Porter, which gives Porter his hat trick. So nice job there by Porter, putting the puck in the net on the rebound. Boys getting it in, doing a good job. All right. We're looking at a 13-0 game right now, so Hawks definitely dominating. They're not doing a whole lot of celebrating other than Puckett's goal. Like I said, that was Puckett's first goal of the year. The boys have been trying to get him that for a while, so that had to feel good. A little Thanksgiving gift. All right. Hawks win. Now it's Patrick on the win going forward and back to the D and now over to Porter. Porter has the puck. He's looking for a cross-ice shot and Motzi gets it, but the goalie is there to cover. All right, face off now to the left of the goalie. Same line. 8:51 to go. Clock runs. Grimshaw out there now with Patty, Penny, and Zach in the back. All right. New Mexico wins this face-off, goes back though, and cut off by the Hawks. New Mexico picks it up one more time, trying to get it over the blue line. Not successful, but still fighting for the puck, and it does pop out. And oh, there's a trip. Just fell down. It wasn't a trip. He just fell down in the middle there. New Mexico trying to work it up the ice. Maddie's got the puck now. He's got speed. He finds Patty on the far side. Patty in. He's looking. Tries to send it to the middle. Kept there by a New Mexico player. Got blocked a couple times. Nothing on net. Into the corner. Maddie's got the puck again. Great speed. Great control of the puck. He sends it over to Zach on the point. Zach walks in. Takes a shot. Don't know if that went off the goalie or our player, but it definitely got blocked. You heard it hit some pads there. All right, Patty with the puck out of the corner. He's going to get some help from Grimshaw. Grimshaw leaves it for Tenney. Tenney's going to go in deep. Grimmy's going to take the point. Back to Zach. Ripper of a shot from Zach off the goalie's right pad. Rebound and another goal. All right. Not exactly sure who got that one, guys. Sorry, we'll look on the game sheets here for us. Zach got a goal. All right. So goal by our defenseman. Face off one of the center ice by the Littleton Hawks. We're going to get it deep. Good forecheck means that New Mexico gets it out, but without control. So back to our defenseman. Moving it up the wing to Nolan. Nolan's going to give it to Vath. Vath has got it through traffic. Oh, just behind Edelman. And back down the other way. Okay, that was just a trip and a fall. I don't think anybody touched him. Their bench making it sound like maybe there was something more than that. All right, real quick on that last goal. That was Zach from Noah and Matthew. The other goals have been Carson from Jackson and Porter, Patrick from Vath, Carson again, Puckett from Humphrey and Becker, Vong from Patty from Aiden, Zach had a penalty, sorry, Jackson from Porter and Carson, and we're back to play here. I needed a little more time to get you all those goals, ladies and gentlemen, but it is 14-0. Your Hawks are winning. Hawks down. Take it back behind the net. Looking for a back pass. They do. Nice cycle back behind. That one is going to go over to Edelman. Edelman's going to shoot, and nice blocker save by the goalie. All right. Coming through now is that. Nice pass over to his far wing. That's Nolan. Nolan gets just tackled by two different guys there. Edelman now through. Sorry, that was Nolan. Okay. Back in the back. Puck coming into the corner. Nice move there. We are getting double and triple teamed anytime somebody has the puck right now, so I don't expect that we're going to see any clean shots. It's going to have to be some dirty, greasy, front of the goal kind of shots. All right, Vath is going to get the puck at the blue line. He's going to make a move through one, through two. Different players, backhands it down deep into the zone, and we're going to get a change started here. Humphrey out on the ice now. Vath finishes his hit back behind the net and tips the puck to be just sure that we have it. And it goes to Akshay, who gets hit in front of the net. Again, don't think you're going to see a whole lot of whistles here or penalties. They're going to let these boys play it out. Oh, puck blocked in front. Nice shot from the point by Humphrey. And kept it again. Humphrey keeps it in. Thor out. And now Becker's out. Line change is complete. So coming back is New Mexico. Hauser steals it. He's in. He's got Humphrey and Becker and Thor. And he scores. Hauser in over the shoulder of the goalie. All right. So that's LHA at 4 minutes and 32 seconds to go. Clock continues to run. Always good to see our defensemen getting some points as well. Okay. Face off. Humphrey, Becker, Thor, Rodriguez, and Bowers in the back. 4:10. Clock runs. Face off win by New Mexico. They come through 1-on-2. They throw it down deep into the corner. That's going to give A-Rod a chance to go get it. A-Rod puts it through, but New Mexico picks it up. Off their stick, though, and this one's going to get pushed through to Becker. Becker down the left wing. He's got one man to beat. He does. Uses his speed in front of the net. Hits the goalie in the helmet on that one. And it bounces back out and down the ice. Mexico had a chance, but a nice play there by Blake to use his skates. Kept the puck from going behind him. All right, puck is worked up to Noah. Noah's going to send it. Unafraid. Up the boards, down deep. Thor's going to try to win this battle on the boards. Oh, not quite. Tried to keep it in there, but that one went between Blake's skates. Couldn't quite get his stick on it. 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in a 15-0 game. All right. Moving him up the boards. Oh, just off Becker's stick. That one was spinning a little bit on him. But he gets it, and he sends it over to the middle. But oh, missed Humphrey going the other way. Offsides, and we are going to get a whistle and a face-off outside the zone. 3 minutes to go on the clock run. All right, Jackson in for the face-off. He's got Porter and Moxie with him. Wins it back over to Blake. Blake handles over the red line and dumps. 2 minutes and 35 seconds to go in the third period. Moxie chases it down. He's going to work that one. Back behind the net. It's going to squirt out over to Porter. Porter gets the puck. Looking for somebody in front. He had Moxie. Goalie got over. That was a great job by that goalie to make that slide. Cannot imagine that guy is not tired as all get out right now. All right, puck down low now. Mayorga to chase. Jackson's got it. Oh, tried to pop it around the guy, but that didn't quite work. So now Moxie's going to work it out of the other corner. Boys taking their time. They're not trying to do too much with the puck right now. Blake in, top of the circles. Tries to put it into the corner, taken away by New Mexico, and they're going to work it around. The boards, 2-on-1, New Mexico on one. Hawk there. They're going to battle on the boards. It's going to pop out. Blake backhands it back towards the zone, but New Mexico gets it. And it is over the blue line for the New Mexico team. All right, Rodriguez now going to calm things down with 1 minute and 40 seconds to go. Up the side, left wing gets it. Over to Jackson. Jackson straight down the middle. He takes it over to the dots. He tries to work it out front. Maddie there. Tried to circle around. Looks like the boys are trying to get Maddie's hat trick today. A hattie for Maddie. That's what we want to see. All right. New Mexico gets it, and they put it deeper into their own zone, so that's going to give us a chance to cut a pass off, and we do. Patty now into the corner. Grimmy down there. Grimmy takes a hit. Patty there to help him out. Wide open point. That one goes back to Zach. Zach takes his time. He's going to put it into the corner. Big guy's going to come over and say hello to Zach. Everybody's good. All right, and into... Oh, shot there by Jenny. Almost went in. That one bounced weird on the goalie. 52 seconds to go here. Looks like New Mexico's in for the hitting right now, but hopefully our boys stay safe. Whistle. He's going to take both of them. So Zach is going to go for us, and number 8 is going to go for the other team. We're just going to assume Zach want to go see his dad in the penalty box. 30 seconds to go in the game. I'm going to guess the refs are going to take their time making this drop and just let this game be done. 20 seconds to go. 19. All right. We're not going to get another puck drop here, kids. This is going to be done. So at the end of the day, 15-0 your Hawks. I think I got all the goals. I'll get the stats out on Crossbar. Thank you guys for tuning in. We always appreciate you listening and supporting our boys. Hope to see you tomorrow when we have another game. And then 2 more on Saturday. We'll see how we do in the tournament. Hoping to see you on Sunday for a championship run. A great job by the Hawks today. Congratulations to Graham on his goal. Congratulations to, I think, both Jax and Porter for hat tricks. And we will see you tomorrow.